Alright, today's Thursday, and what we got going on today is the 7410 is getting new tires put on it. So we got to go get it out of the hayfield and take it to the tire guy so he can put the new tires. They're getting 520 R38s on it. So anyway, here in a minute we're going to go pick up Wes and then head out there. Like I said, today's Thursday, so it finally quit raining at some point in the middle of the night. And so we got somewhere between 2.12 inches to 4.15 inches of rain, depending on which rain gauge you look at. Yeah, it's gonna stop us out, and it's gonna stop us from going to the hayfield for about a week, but hopefully dries up real fast. So, oh my God, what is that? That looks like a huge Johnson Welding. Yeah, that's the name of his company. He'll probably help you out. Yeah, he's my cousin. Yeah, just give him a call. He can probably help you with that fence. Alright, Tim. Alright, bye. Alright, so we're going to go get Wes and then take him to the hayfield. Or go to the hayfield and get the tractor. Still got that there. And the top of the hill up there. The rest of it's done. But super wet. These tires have been on it for years. I think they were on it when we got it. They're just a little bald, and the tractor's leaning way back. So the guy just has a little shop here in town, so it's pretty easy. It's not even a mile up the road. Just take the tractor up there and let him have it, and let him put tires on. After we drop this tractor off, we're going to head back to the barn. We got some things to do there. I got a bunch of steers to vaccinate and worm. And then we'll see what happens for the rest of the day. If anything comes up. And then we'll probably go get the tractor when he gets done with it and bring it back out here. First time.
I'll be goddamn. Might need to clean it out. Maybe it's thicker there. Might have to clean out your hole and do another one. That's thick. That's probably 2 inches thick. Sidewalls. Alright, we're gonna use some WD-40 and a ball peen hammer to knock out these rubbers out of the hole saw.
Okay, buddy.
Turn it.
Alright, Wes is going to get this third and final hole drilled out. Threw it down and walked away.
It's done.
Oh. What we're doing here is we're just replacing our tire scraper. That one's starting to get a little wore out and not being able to push as much manure. And then you can see the height difference on that one to this one. We got all our holes drilled out, now we're going to bolt it on. Oh, too far. Go down. Back a little bit. Go! So we just got a 1/4 inch, 4 inch strap that we used, or Wes used to make like a washer underneath the tire. And then so we just need to reach up in there and shove this up the hole. Get my arm in there.
You do it.
I can't get a hand on it.
What?
I just better get it with my fingertips.
What chili? Big Daddy did it.
Head's blocking the camera.
Big Daddy, yeah. Yeah.
Retard.
got it. PB Blaster.
Okay.
Party's down there.
Okay. Take it down to the feed lane. It's done.
Sir. We gotta pop that one rubber out of there.
Oh yeah. They raised it all the way up. Oh, never mind. You're looking at it that way.
Pretty good. Let's just straighten that one out a little bit. The other two are real good. Right?
Yeah. Just straighten it out. Another wrench on it.
A little more. Good? Okay. Put the target do a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Go.
Those tires. That tire came off a.
Who knows what it came off of? Who gives a rat's ass? It's this big old earth-moving tire that came off big heavy equipment. It's a radial, which radials aren't good for that purpose, but it's working pretty good, I think. Actually, a bias would be better because they're stiffer. Radial is just more flexible, so it probably works better. Actually, I don't know. But yeah, it's like
Anyway, it was 7 foot in diameter and 2 foot wide, and then
who cares? Oh, take two.
so then
Son of a bitch.
okay, well that tire was 7 foot in diameter and then like 2 foot wide. So Wes ended up cutting it in half across and half long ways and made four different sections to scrape with. They last about a year and a half, and then they're kind of too wore out to really work very good. So then we just replace them. We got one more left. You have to cut another one. Better
I ain't doing it. If somebody gave me $1,000, I wouldn't cut another one. That's the worst job I ever had to do.
What if somebody gave you $2,000?
Well, if I got the right tools and some good helpers. Need somebody pulling it. Parts. It's all secret.
Anyway, from here, hopefully we need to go get the 7410 and drive back out to the hayfield and hook the mower back up. So it's actually Friday right now, and what we got going is the tire guy didn't finish the tire last night. He finished it this morning, but we decided that we're gonna go and we're gonna go up there later this afternoon and move the rims. I can't remember how we need to do it, but right now they're all the way out with like the hub all the way out, so it's kind of stressful on the axle. So we're gonna move them rims around, still keep it a wide stance, but where the hub's a little further in, so it's a little more, not so much stress on the axle. So we're gonna go do that here in a little bit. So we're just here at the dairy barn right now. This dairy barn was built in 1982, and it was a double 8 herringbone. Now in 2009, we remodeled to a double 15 parallel. I would never suggest remodeling because that was a huge nightmare. We had actually start milking at 5 p.m. About 5 p.m. and then milk all through the night, both milkings. Finish about 8 o'clock and then get started again on the remodel. And the first time that we actually had both sides going new, that we milked about 20 hours straight before we got all the cows milked. And it was easier for about a year, it was easier to run first time heifers in than it was cows because they were used to that double 8 herringbone. What we got going is we're just greasing the fans up, and we got 2 fans up there and 2 fans back here. It's getting kind of warm, so it's good to start circulating some air. I don't think we need soakers yet. We're not that warm, but mid 80s. It's good to have some fans going. And then now I've got to take some plywood down that we use to block cold north wind, and a few other things maintenance-wise to do. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to cram as much dairy stuff in the next few days while it's drying out, so that when it's dry enough to get back in the hayfield, we can just get at it full force and not have to worry about too much here. Other than the feeding and breeding and making sure all the cows are milked. So that's what we're doing. Yesterday we did 90 steers, and those few bulls, got them vaccinated and wormed. And then today we're going to do the 116 heifers across the road. So as soon as we get done with this, that's where we're headed. But right now we're going to get this done. I got spider webs on my face. Whoa, geez. That was close. These stalls, they rotate up 90 degrees. So when you raise this, there's a switch inside the pit, and when you raise it up, them cylinders, there's cylinder here, there's cylinder in the back, or in the front. They push up, so then this would raise up and be straight up and down. So this would raise up like that. Gives the cows enough room that the last one in can turn and be the first one out. That's the way it had to be before. When it was a double 8, first cow stood about here, and then when you would let out the gate, they would walk up. You can tell they used to rub the flush tanks with their bellies and then turn around and walk down and walk out single file. But with this way, the stall just rotates up, and then the last one in is the first one out. And then when we built the feed lane, we used to still walk out single file for 6 or 7 years, but it was always a pain in the butt. And then when we built the feed lane and we had the exit come out over the side like that, Wes came up with this plan on these gates here. So when cows load, they load right in like this. You open the gate, and you open the gate, and then this gate would be closed too. The cows from this side can exit right across and out that way, which you would think cows waiting to be milked and the cows exiting here, that would slow us down, but it doesn't, because we still have to wait for the first one to come out, and a guy has to come up here and change these gates anyway. So basically after the stalls come up, it takes about 30 seconds for the last cow or the first cow to get out, and then there's a guy here while the stalls are coming down to open this gate and swing it over here. And then cows can load. Same thing on this side. This gate pretty much works the same, except for they have to close this gate. I'll close that gate to here. Put that gate here, and cows can load this way. There's plenty of room. You can get 2 or 3 cows in here before they step up and get in. And then after they push the cows in, they close that gate back and open this up, and cows can exit. Yeah. So that's how the parlor works. It's pretty simple. Inside the pit, it's kind of dirty right now, but whatever. Inside the pit is like this. This is where we keep extra towels. We use Lauren liners and hoses, Westphalia claws. We got a fan there, and a fan up there. 2 for the cows, and this one for the employees. And there's 2 other ones back there. Looks like they got that one turned off so they don't freeze to death. Obviously I can't really reach high enough to get it to, that's pretty good. So, on a 100-degree day, you get the cows soaking wet, have that much air blowing on them, they're pretty comfortable. Alright, so we got the mower hooked up, we got the tires on, and we also moved the rims to where they were better on the axle and they weren't so far out on the end. So I'm going to show you the before real quick. These tires have been on it for years. Alright, so here's the after from the back. So now the tractor sits level, and it also goes about 2 miles an hour faster, 3 miles an hour faster. Tops out at 21. We took the rims, unbolted the rims from here, moved them around, moved the one side that was on this side, moved it to the other side, and swapped them. And so now the rim sticks out further, but then we sucked in the hub, so now it's the weight's balanced better on the axle. So now there's not so much weight on the end of the axle, which then puts weight on the bearing, and then can snap the axle off at the axle housing, which should be right here. So that's gonna end this video. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.